What's up, everyone? My name is Renee, and you're listening to Realconvospodcast. And on this podcast, we bring you a tete of unfiltered conversations. And I'm your host, and this is my co-host, Ifya Dokia.
Welcome everybody. We are so excited to bring you real converse today. Bringing you juicy vibes, nothing but the best. So stay tuned. Don't type that down.
To my far left is my honorable friend, Mr. Johnny Tavira Hugo.
Why do you keep introducing me with honorable? I'm not yet there yet.
But we know you're going to get there. So
Amen.
honorable,
Amen.
yes.
I'm actually happy. I'm excited to be on today's show, and I believe that we're going to give you something inspiring, something interesting, something engaging.
Mr. Hugo. Of the economy, we are at the end of the year. We're actually in December, and it's been a tough year.
Very tough.
Personally, it's been a year full of ups and downs for me.
You've
I
been
don't
through
know about
it.
you guys. I don't know about you guys, but you can tell me your experience as well.
This year hasn't been easy. I mean, from the beginning of the year was a little bit okay. Everything was moving smoothly for me. But trust me, there's a lot that has happened this year. I never thought of it could happen to me, or I would ever go through everything like that. Like
what?
a lot,
What's a lot?
Why some heartbreaks, or what?
No, should everything be about heartbreak? No, but like you said, some ups and downs and all of that.
Maybe my ups and downs will be different from your ups and downs, though.
At the end of the day, they're all ups and downs.
They're different
Of
ups and
course,
downs,
but I mean, work, family, relationships,
Eish.
friendship. Relationship doesn't mean
Relationship.
boyfriend, girlfriend. You get it? I mean,
Relationship with God.
Okay.
relationship with God.
Yes, true.
Yes, it's true. It's true.
You
Relationship
go
with
about you.
God.
You go about you.
Oh, I started this year with a sort of depression,
Oh,
from
And did you seek professional help?
No. You really want me to seek professional help in Ghana? You think I'm that financially stable enough?
No, professional help doesn't mean you
Counselor.
have to pay.
Like getting a
Right.
counselor?
No, doesn't really mean you should get a counselor, but you should get somebody who is like well learned in like that aspect.
at the end of the
mental
day, you're still
health.
gonna take money.
No,
Ghana.
it could be somebody like in a higher position who is like who you trust, all right, who is matured
Well,
enough
well.
to.
I think I did seek some counsel from friends, which I think
You were depressed.
I was really pressed because I started off this particular year with a good vibe. I mean, going on sets to shoot movies. And
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
you in that movie. Can you tell me a bit
Yeah.
about it?
Okay, so I have two movies which apparently I shot this year. One is a series apparently with Venus Films.
Oh, that's great.
And one is actually a movie with director Cheba for
That's great.
yeah, who directed 50-50 Yvonne Nelson's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
Yes,
I've seen that.
so I started this year actually very good, pretty good, but getting into mid-year it was tough. Having
So like I said, we are at the end of the year,
Yes.
and normally Ghana we like to end the year out.
Of course.
We like to end with shows,
Yeah.
outing, partying. Personally, I don't party much. I just stay in my room.
the next party is eating. Oh,
I've been
I
seeing
just go,
stuff.
I just go out to eat. I don't.
just get some.
Yeah, I don't.
You know,
uh-huh,
some
yeah,
nice
I treat myself. On a
You
good
do.
meal
You
because,
really do.
You know, the year's been hard, so once I get the
You
opportunity, I just
can't
treat
watch
myself on
Renee's
some-
now,
No,
Charlie.
never. Renee's
It's
always
not.
giving us back.
I tell you, every single
With
time, like,
different delicacies
Hey.
of food. Hey.
I
You are
mean,
enjoying,
you
you
know,
know.
like you need to switch up your taste buds a little bit. So, are you planning on going for any shows or any events, or what are your plans for the end of the year?
This December is actually a bigger one for Ghana at large because we keep pushing the agenda of Visit Ghana like the way Rwanda have done over the years, and a lot of programs, events. I mean, we have Afro Nation, you have Afrochella, you have Dirty Rave, you have Black Star Line.
yeah, big man,
Rapaholic.
Rapaholic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, you have Rapaholic, we have Black Star Line.
With the
from
Big Mensa
Big
and
Mensa,
Chance the Rapper.
Chance the
yeah,
Rapper.
yeah.
What was it called? Promise.
Kim Promise Land.
Promise.
Some
So, I
boy.
mean, this December is actually a dirty December.
It's packed.
This
Really?
past Saturday, you had
Atmosphere.
atmosphere,
Yeah.
which happened in the Brie.
And Brie.
Yeah, so I think
You're not planning on going to any
me personally,
mommy's boy.
budget. No, it's not about mommy's boy, but
There's no
everything
money.
has inflated so bad that if you have to consider your expenses going out, and all these events would actually be a power packed event, a super enjoyable one. But I personally, I don't know. I can't go for
People
all.
turn up in their numbers.
I wish I could go for all. I mean, especially I really want to go for Afro Nation, especially Burna Boy's lineup.
Yes. Oh goodness.
Burna Boy have had a very, very. I mean, he has had a super year, an amazing year.
Yeah.
From his
Concert back to back.
performances, and I really want to experience his performance, encounter his. This December is actually going to be a dirty, and then you know our Black American town.
Yeah.
That's
They're Akata people. They're
Akata
Akata people.
forever.
they're bringing in the dollars.
What you
Yes.
They're coming to take your jobs.
And you know what? They are the one coming to enjoy. It is not us.
Most definitely, they
They are holding the money. Because I mean, really, I cannot buy a ticket of 300 and
So
something
get you a friend
dollars.
who is coming from outside. Let them get you a tickets. Go wherever they are. Let it be on their bill. Because I mean, yeah.
You think it's that
been so
easy?
long since they saw you. I mean,
think it's that
would be
easy?
nice if they just.
Of course, nice.
that kind of-
But I mean, Charlie,
considering our economic woes that we
Yeah.
are actually in, I mean, it will favor them when it comes to
very, very
when
much.
It comes
Well, have you seen the tickets when you're coming to Ghana?
Yeah, I've seen
It was,
it.
first
I've
it was
seen it.
1,000, then it came to 2,000, then it came
I
to
had
3,000.
3,000.
And I
$3,000
think,
dollars
That's
can buy you a
crazy.
car.
That's
Buy you a
crazy.
car in Ghana.
but if I'm
Return,
ever
return
going to go
around.
to any
Round
show,
trip.
maybe Promised Land. I really want to go for Promised Land.
But I've seen some of the tickets. I think the average is 200 cities.
Afrochella is
After like
200 or
pricing
300.
Yeah.
in dollars.
Like,
It
actually,
will
another
change. Prices will
4,000?
change. It is a marketing scheme that they use. Prices will change when they sell out a lot of the tickets.
Let's hope so.
And then you know, the December season has been football season
Yeah.
that is still going on,
Yes.
and we saw our own nation.
Bro, I'm
Like,
at least you don't want to remind me.
Who is that a
certain-
Ghanaian? Are you-
Oh no, I mean regardless of
We are
our
still Ghana,
performance,
of course.
regardless of
But
the
really,
resource, not
Yeah.
performance, regardless of the resource, I think Ghana put a good performance out
They
there.
did.
Bro, how
when they
did
started.
we put a good performance
did, when we started.
the only game we won
Was-
was South Korea.
I mean, South Korea, we cannot say South Korea is not a good team because they were able to beat Portugal, to evict Uruguay from it, and all of that. South Korea is a very good team. They have
Ghana is a good team as well.
Ghana is a good
It-
team,
it's-
but I don't
it's-
understand why
it-
Ghana couldn't take this. Do you know the kind of pictures
No,
I
it's-
took
But-
to
but
celebrate
relax.
Ghana?
There are lots of things that go into a football team, coming from coach to players, keepers, even fans.
Player, the
There
goalkeeper
are a lot
is
of
part
things
of
that
the
go
player.
into the football thing. So if you say you're going to blame, you can point everybody and blame them. But let's just give them whatever they are due, because I think
They did well,
depending on certain players,
but
I
we
mean,
were,
some
we
of
were
our players
looking
made the
out
headlines,
for, of course,
like Kudus.
Kudus.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kudus was
Sulemana.
superb.
Yeah.
That
And
that
that's
is my
that-
star
The most talked
boy.
about-
You know,
the most talked about person
in Ghana,
positively.
in Ghana.
No, relax. The most talked about person, I mean, when we started, was Jordan Ayew. And along the line, he gave us.
It wasn't
gave
a
us- he gave us
positive
a
talk.
show.
It wasn't
That's
a
what I'm
positive
saying. I'm
talk.
saying that it
He
wasn't
gave us a
positive.
show.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
was being talked about, criticized a lot.
And
I think
I think
again,
it affected him in some way because you could tell from his demeanor and all of that, like, oh God, why is social media like that?
I mean, yeah, we expect Ghanaians expect certain performances from these players.
Yeah.
And it is not easy playing.
It is not
football
easy.
on
It's
that
not
level.
easy.
I
But then again, since it's not easy, that's the profession you chose. So you got to put up your best game.
I think with Jordan Ayew, Jordan Ayew is an exceptional player,
Yeah, he
considering
is.
his work rate. That is why I think many coaches who troop in and out of Ghana, of the Ghanaian national team, tend to use Jordan Ayew. We witnessed him against South Korea.
Yeah.
The performance he put up. I mean, it was a superb one, spectacular one, and regardless of how bad we think Ghanaians think Jordan Ayew is, he did very superb against South Korea, and he deserves to be praised.
Other players deserve to.
Yeah,
No,
that-
no,
At the end of the day, have you checked the statistics?
no. You see, the
After the
thing,
game.
Renee, I think,
How many
I think-
accurate passes
I
he
think
made?
Ghanaians,
How do you check that?
How many creative passes he made? Shots
I mean,
on target.
there
I
are
think
other guys
Ghanaians-
that did well. They've not been talked about enough. I'm not familiar with their names because
um,
they are
um,
new guys. You understand?
What about the goalkeeper? What about the
Oh.
defenders?
Atizigi,
Midfielders?
Atizigi did well, but he
See-
could have done better though.
So I think the team we have, we literally now we have a very good, solid team. But we need to make certain correct, which we think
Of
is
course, yes. So
looking at
let's
the in-depth
see.
of talent we have in the
Bro,
Ghanaian
Of course,
They are
Yeah.
still figuring it out. I mean, you're also putting in the work. I feel like you get there. I mean, it doesn't matter how long. And I don't even think it will be that long.
Okay.
Aside the players, I think the fans as well went to support.
They did well. They did well.
We really
Ghanaians.
showed ourselves in
Yeah,
Qatar.
yeah.
I think amongst all the
very
the supporters union,
Yeah.
I think the Ghanaian supporters union really enjoyed
We're
this
very
World
visible.
Cup.
We're very visible.
Yes.
Why would you enjoy? See the heat, the pressure that you are in Ghana, and somebody is taking upon themselves like Brian for Wakata.
But people are already in Qatar who are
I mean,
supporting.
yeah, but those that went there.
There was a statistic that about 100,000 of Ghanaians were in Qatar.
already.
Who are working.
Yeah,
People who
oh.
work in Qatar.
Oh, okay.
100,000.
Qatar is a hot cake. Qatar and Dubai,
Yeah.
the hot cakes where Ghanaians go
Oh.
there.
I think not only Ghanaians,
Go work.
Africans.
Yeah, Africans go there
Yeah.
to go and work. So
Since you can't what they are, why
a lot
not?
of Ghanaians are in Qatar.
The pressure will come out now. The
If
pressure.
you get the opportunity, won't you travel?
Oh, really? Should he ask me this?
Would you go? So
I will go.
So if you get India, will you go?
Bro,
No.
India fan,
India,
oh,
that
sir.
day.
But it's out of Ghana. Don't
It's
you
out.
go just want to
I mean,
go
it's
there?
not every out of Ghana that you should
I
go.
think with India, it depends on your purpose. People who have some, people who are into IT would want to go to India.
Well,
Because, India, the Indian world is a hot cake for IT personnel.
Yeah,
You know, and people who are into the medicine world too would really want to go to India. So depending on your
The purpose?
the purpose you're actually driven by.
You're still tuning to Real Convos with me, Fiona Kia and Renee, and of course, our honorable friend Johnny. So, guys, that's one thing that I really want to know. Like, let's be very honest. Are we really going to make it? Because, Charlie, looking at the country, the economy, and everything, the unemployment rate, Charlie, you people, you think say we're gonna make it? Like, are we really gonna make it right now in this country? Because things are tough, man.
Regardless of where you find yourself, whether you find yourself in Ghana, I believe you can be in Ghana and still make it.
That's
Any part of the world and make it.
making it in life is a mentality. You need to psych up yourself that.
You need opportunities.
Definitely.
Ghana.
But before opportunities, you need.
Do you know the people with
determination.
mentality and determination in Ghana
No,
that are still struggling?
I mean,
people have.
Bro,
no, I'm not saying you don't need opportunities.
Of course.
You need opportunities.
Well.
But before opportunity comes, you need to prepare yourself. You need to psych up yourself. You need to be determined. You need to know what you are for.
Okay,
of
okay.
course,
what
of course.
you want to,
We get
to
that.
achieve.
You know that.
Because
You
if the opportunity comes without you being prepared, you are just going to blow the opportunities away.
Of course, you have a point there, right? You have a point there.
Yes.
But then again, see, this Ghana that we are in, connection is key. If you don't have connection, you will suffer. Hey,
Yeah.
the way you suffer, please.
But you have connection.
I don't have connection, oh,
Yeah.
unless you connect me.
Yeah, I mean too. I don't have any connection.
I'll be honorable
The only
is
connection
here.
I have is
Honorable is here.
Honorable is here.
Honorable for what?
the only connection I have is Airtel to go.
I've got Vodafone.
Vodafone. Yeah, Vodafone. Power to you,
Strong connection.
Charlie.
Yes,
Connection.
yes.
Gotta make hard, oh. Gotta
Yeah.
make hard.
So Hugo, do you have New Year resolutions?
Oh, you know this whole New Year resolution policy whereby you have to enjoy yourself to certain.
You never followed any New Year
No,
resolution
I
or created
followed, I put out the New Year resolution, but I'm not able to achieve all. But I think some one or two are achievable, and I think this year, I'll be grateful to God for helping me achieve certain
At least
goals.
you are alive. People die this year.
Of course, of course.
But that's a basic resolution everyone prays that we see the following year, But we are.
It's not,
Being alive is not basic. No, it's not
I'm
basic.
saying, you know what I'm saying
Life
is
is
a
complex.
basic
Basic.
resolution. Yes, everyone goes to church on 31st night to pray that God
Well.
sees him or her throughout the next year.
By the end of the night,
But you have
But some people go to the club 31st.
did
night.
first, and they are still alive.
fine. But aside praying,
Mm-hmm.
aside, no, I mean we who are Christians
Yeah.
that believe in going to 31st night to go and pray to God to help us get to what we want to achieve, I mean, we also have certain goals we put to God. For instance, you might have a goal that next year I want to work here, and I'm actually planning towards it. So dear Lord, help me achieve that.
All right.
If you add that to your New Year resolution, it is not a basic one that we always pray for. 31st night when we go, we do pray for basic things.
Financial breakthrough.
Financial breakthrough.
Financial breakthrough. I think financial breakthrough is not. It's not.
I mean, we are young, so why?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's like nowadays when you meet people, first thing they are thinking of is finance.
And you're saying we are young.
Yes.
We are growing. People are getting
Renee,
married.
Renee, I don't
Our
agree with
mates
you
are
on
getting
that.
married.
I don't agree with
No,
you
I
on that.
don't agree with you either.
I've had conversations with like a lot of young people.
You are rich
First thing they
already.
come out.
That's why
is
I say that.
finance. I mean, there are so many.
Renee.
What are the main other
Education,
things? Oh, come on, Renee.
knowledge, skills. I mean, like all these things.
Renee, which skills is
You meet somebody
is
they
better
say,
than money?
Charlie, are they hungry?
Which skill? Tell me which skill is better than having money?
In a
I mean,
fast evolving world we find ourselves today,
Renee.
we can tell what is ruling the world. But I'm not saying we should make that our prime focus, but at least being financially stable gives you a sound mind
course.
as a human. Regardless of you being old, young, infant, I mean, they'll need to be stable to have. You can't
course.
compare someone who's financially stable to someone who's not. You're always finding excuses to a lot of things. But someone who is financially stable, even though he or she has problems, can't be compared to someone who's not financially stable.
I get you. I'm not saying you're wrong. But I feel like a lot of the young people. I'm young too, right? I'm not old. I'm not let the year deceive you. I'm very young. Like a lot of young people that I've met, they don't really focus on the opportunity. They don't really focus on the education. They don't care about trying and failing. They don't care about the experience. They don't care about being humble and being taught. What they care about is how do I get to the top? How do I make this money? Their target is finance. I'm not saying finance is bad. It's good. I mean, like having your finances in line will help you go a long way in life.
Yeah.
Because money answers a lot of things.
Yeah.
All right. You realize that most of these people who were chasing money and are old are rather chasing knowledge. They are using that money to buy knowledge. They are using their money to buy connections. They are using their money to network. So whilst you have the opportunity to network for free, why don't you take the opportunity now rather than growing up, get the money or chasing money, then using that money to chase other things?
You see, when we are saying that now they are using their money to buy, and trust me, the money that they are using to get all this connection, it doesn't get funny. Have you noticed?
I mean, how do you know? I know in somebody's bank
doesn't.
account. How do you do?
And one interesting fact is neutralizing knowledge into money is very difficult compared to neutralizing money into knowledge. Bro, listen, there are a lot of people in this country that are very, very knowledgeable, but don't have any money. And normal in our society, you get what I'm saying?
There are people who have built certain relationships with certain people because they wanted to get to a certain level, and those people they built the relationship with, they made a bad name for themselves.
Well, I
along the
mean,
line.
with everything, they are the good
Right.
side,
They are
and
bad
we have the
investments.
bad side. So,
I personally think that it's relatively good, right, to actually chase finance and chase knowledge,
right.
depending on your capacity. You understand?
Yes.
You have someone who can juggle both together. You have someone who can juggle both together. So it's equally good if you have the capacity to juggle both finances and then chasing knowledge. But with what Renee said, I agree with him to an extent. With the fact that, a lot of people who chased finance from their younger age are now paying millions of cedis or dollars to people to give them what they have, the knowledge they have acquired.
Yeah, sure.
You understand? But I think that it's never wrong to buy someone's knowledge. You have
What it takes to
buy. Because for all you know, if you are buying that person's knowledge, you are using that knowledge for something productive, which I mean you are making 3 or 4 times of
That's why the money doesn't get finished.
what you call the money. That's what you are paying for.
Yeah.
For instance, our own very despite.
Let's try and
We
wrap
all
it
know
up.
the history. But yet he has people who are well knowledgeable working for him and making more for
Money,
him.
yes.
He's paying them. He's bought their knowledge through the work.
I mean,
He's
yeah.
making more.
I wouldn't say you're wrong because like a lot of people actually didn't put their education there, or they don't have the basic education like some of us are doing now. But now that they have the money, they're putting their children through the best of schools.
Yes.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, those people did not have the opportunity. But I'm talking about people who have the opportunity.
So
Alright?
if you have the
People who have the
opportunity, just go for it.
And you're like,
That-
nah,
that
Just
is-
go for it.
I don't want this opportunity. I want another opportunity.
No. If the opportunity is there for you to get to another level or acquire certain knowledge, I don't think you have to ignore it. To chase something else that is gonna take you a whole lot or gonna cost you a lot.
Dukua, I think people do have the opportunity to chase knowledge, but sometimes along the line you realize that is not your field, or that is not what as at now you feel for. So you want to create a better chase what you feel for, and later on you come back chase
The knowledge.
You know, we have people in universities, we have people in schools that are very good with money, they are very good with finance, but when you put books down for them to study, they struggle to do. Such a person, I think personally, I feel like it is no wrong for such a person to deviate for now. That's it's
So that's,
it is
skills.
Right. If you want to drag it, it's gonna take us hours. You understand? So
I think if
chase what you want. That's it.
Chase good things.
Chase what you
Don't
want.
chase only money.
chase good
Listen,
things.
You better chase money.
Chase good things.
chase good things. Chase what you
Money
want.
is actually a good thing, right?
Money is a good thing.
No,
Who
I don't
doesn't want
understand.
money?
It's actually a
Who
good
doesn't
thing.
want money?
Chase good grooming. Chase learning
What grooming
how
would
to
do?
respect.
Respect,
Chase
respect.
humility.
Respect.
These are
Good connections.
These
I mean,
are-
a lot of people, you're listening right now, you're young and you think 10 years time, you'd want to, or 20 years time, you want to be friends with the president of Ghana. But you don't know that the next president of Ghana
it's near you.
is probably in your class.
Yeah.
And you
You're
don't
actually
respect
being
them.
rude to that person. So you may never know. So whilst you are in any institution, the people who are closest to you or the people who are around you in that same environment are the people you should start from.
Right.
So we'll bring this episode to an end.
No, you didn't show
Yeah,
your new
anything.
year
Last-
resolution.
No, I mean I don't have a new
Okay.
year. I rest everything on God.
Let me just pass something on. I think with the current state of the economy, we actually find ourselves in as individuals. I know it is really tough for us, especially students.
As young people.
You understand? Young people who are not working for now. It's really a tough time for us. We need to brace ourselves up and psych ourselves up. And like Renee said, we should chase good things, mentorship and learning, partnership.
Do you have a mentor?
Oh, I do have mentors.
Look at yourself.
Yeah, I do.
mentors. I have
mentors. I hope they are
mentors.
good mentors and role models.
Yeah, so we should actually chase good things and should know how we sustain relations. That is actually a key thing, you know.
For real.
If we really want to go far in our lives, we need to learn how to sustain. I'm not what you're thinking.
I
Not
mean,
what you're
How do you
thinking.
know what I'm thinking?
no, how you
Not what you're
say
thinking, Renee.
relationship.
We should learn how to sustain relationships.
Yeah,
It's really key. We day in and day out get to know people.
Yeah.
The ability to sustain relationship is what matters, and not knowing them. You understand?
Yeah.
So urge all of us as young people, try our very best in the upcoming year. The Lord will help us sail through whatever.
God
Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
God be with you unless you're an atheist. Maybe. Whatever you believe in should work together for your good.
Yes.
Amen. Amen.
So can we bring our episode to
Wow.
a close?
So soon. It's been a wonderful experience having my big man on, my honorable, and my
Oh, you
CEO.
guys.
Yes. So,
You back up.
Back up,
I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
oh, I mean, no, you are not there yet, but we know
Someday.
you're gonna. Yeah, of course.
We hope
Yes.
someday.
So thank you guys for joining us, and of course, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell another friend that Real Convos is on, and we are here to give you spicy, juicy conversations. I am Ifya Kia.
Renee, and like she said, this is Real Convos.
Yes.
And thank you, Hugo, for passing through.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you for giving me
thank
the
you,
opportunity.
Can you
Honorable.
drop your social media handle?
Okay, so I am Tavira Hugo on __ on Instagram, and I have my Facebook Johnny Hugo Tavira, and on Snapchat Tavira Hugo. Yes, that's all I think. And on Twitter, I am Johnny Hugo
Hey.
12.
Ifya _ Dukia everywhere, and Facebook is Nana Dukia. Yes, Nana Dukia.
Okay, so if you want to get interactive with him, you just is it follow on Twitter.
Follow,
Follow
add.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So I'm Renee, and this is the end. Thank you for listening and watching. So
Yes.
this part, we love you. We
We
like
love
to see you
you.
in the next episode.
Ciao.
We are done.